Alright guys, so we got another car from what I'm calling the Michael Roundtree collection. Now originally this car reminded me of the one from Dirty Larry Crazy Mary, but I didn't want to blow it up with a quarter stick of dynamite. I thought that would be a little inappropriate and very unsafe. So, but it gives me that idea, and if you guys saw the movie, you know the deal why I wanted to blow it up at first. But again, when somebody sends you customs, you don't, or cars to customize, you don't do that. Here's the crazy thing Hot Wheels did. They put an engine in this car and they left it like that. They sealed the hood, but left you an undetailed engine. Well, unpainted engine. Really? Really, Hot Wheels? Anyway. Again, more of the engine and a very detailed interior as far as Hot Wheels goes.
I don't care who you are, but I wouldn't be a good teacher if I didn't try to keep you safe. So the big thing is wear these for this next part, because you're going to be using a wire brush, and those little furs, those little like metal steel like lines can come off and go right into your eye. And trust me, being a man who's had to fight for his vision and his driving privileges, you don't want to screw with your vision. Your vision is one of the most important things that you have. Being legally blind for a long time sucks, and not being able to drive sucks. So when you can mitigate and, you know, prevent stupid things happening to yourself, please do that. Alright, now that the PSA is over, I'm going to cut this open with scissors and start wire brushing this car. You guys probably won't be around, so take this as a before, and then I'll show you for the after once I've got this car wire brushed. Alright guys, see you later. Alright, so it's probably not coming through too well on the camera, but you can see all the places where the wire brush went over it. So some places are nice and shiny, some places are scratched out. So we're going to use some sandpaper. Now, I'm not going to sit here and film all the sanding for you guys to fall asleep to. You want to find something to fall asleep to, there's plenty of other things on YouTube. But I'm going to start with, in this case, 600 grit sandpaper. Got to be really careful, because if you look, all the raised detail that's on the car will be lost. Those vents on the door handle, and the turn signals will be lost. The other thing is too, if I sand too hard, you'll lose those vents as well. So anyway, it's the old primary school thing with all of this. Slow and steady wins the race. You know, nobody ever, as far as craft projects go, nobody ever achieved anything great from going too fast. So, alright guys, I'll see you in the next clip. It's probably after I do the 400 or 600, then 800, then 1,000, then probably 15, then 30,000. Or, yeah, 3,000 grit sandpaper. The other cool thing is, I just realized they did the fuel cap on this car, so this is going to be a little bit more in depth than I usually go with this car detail wise. So Michael, I know you're going to like it. So alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. So this is 400 grit. We still have some scuff marks. So next will be the 800 grit. Sorry guys. So 400 grit, next will be 800 grit. Should be, let me check my sandpaper here. Yeah, it's 800 grit for the next one. So, and the steel wool really does, when you're finished, take that, all that dark pitting and stuff like this scratch here, these scratches here. Sandpaper just causes a lot of scratches, but triple aught steel wool, it's the good stuff. Alright guys, be back in a second. So there's the 800 grit, and we're starting to get somewhere. Now that's nice and smooth, and you can still see the shadow of, you can see my finger reflecting in it. You probably could see the camera reflecting in it. So we're getting some dark spots. The vents are still there on the door. Same here. So that was 800. Now we're using 1500. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start wet sanding. Now, for those of you who don't know what wet sanding is, I'm pretty sure it's only a select few. What you do is you take your sandpaper, you get wet for a few seconds, kind of wick it out, wring it out, let it dry, and then you just sand. So, and this is what the professionals use to take blemishes out of paint. I use it to just kind of make a smoother surface. So this is the second to last step on sanding. And, I'm finding it pretty relaxing. Had a bit of a crazy week, and this Friday when I'm recording this, my job's driving me nuts, So it's really fun to sand. Yeah, you just, again, take your time with it. Maybe throw on some music, something to play in the background while you're sanding. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get this sanded down with the 1500, and I'll be back with the 3000. All right, guys, 3000 grit down. That's the car. Let's put her in the light. So, yeah, it is nice and smooth. Now, I'm going to go grab the triple-aught steel wool to take some of these darker parts out. There's no scratching. I'm going to go, again, grab the triple-aught steel wool so we can go and get some of these darker parts out, and the car will be even more shiny. Now, after that, I will apply polish to this. I just use Meguiar's aluminum polish, the stuff you would put on your mag wheels, your aluminum alloy. So, and that makes the car super, super shiny. So, with that, you do need to drum on a polishing pad. So, but I'll do that later because I like to do that right before I'm going to paint the car. Now, it is late. I'm not doing any night painting. I'll paint the car probably tomorrow, around this time. But the other thing is I had to learn a new skill, and, well, this hood's going to be opening because Hot Wheels did something crazy. They did something a little silly in my book, but hey. Anyway, all right, off to go get the steel wool and just kind of steel wool this car down, rub it down a little bit, and I'll be back later with that result. Alrighty, guys. Okay, so this is after a few rubs with the steel wool. Everything's back nice and clean, no scratches, especially your flat areas like your roof, your hood, and your trunk lid. Trunk lid looks pretty good here. I'll go back over it maybe once or twice more. But yeah, steel wool, triple-aught steel wool really does work. And then next step is I'm going to remove that hood because Hot Wheels put an engine in this car. I mean, really, if you're going to put an engine, at least leave the hood, open and closed. But if not, take the hood, take the engine out of it. But well, Hot Wheels always does funny things. So, anyway, I'm going to go back to steel wool in this. And then I'm also going to, after hitting this with the steel wool, cut the hood open. So, all right, guys. See you later. Alright everybody, here's that car that I've been working on for Michael Roundtree. Now, you guys, it's only been a couple of minutes maybe. For me, it's been months. So I did the details, chrome door handles, turn signals, the grill detail. I also, hold on guys, did the brake lights here. So, chromed out the fuel cap, and then the other cool thing is detailed the engine. Now Mike, I'm gonna ship this in a sandwich bag, that way when it gets to you, this engine hood doesn't get lost in the box. And the other thing is, it's glued to the base. That's why it took so long, was just to get it so that I could take the hood off and you could get that beautiful engine detail. So there's the brake lights. Now this color is super cool. I fooled you. I even fooled myself, to tell you the truth. I was gonna do a wild plum, like a crazy plum. But what I did was I took that base coat purple. So you can see that base coat purple. I did you a two-tone here. Top is black, the bottom is purple. So I think that came out really nice, really cool. So I hope you like it. I tried my hardest. What I really was going to do was do the roof just black, but when I was airbrushing it, I thought it looked really cool with that purple. So anyway guys, let me know what you think. Michael, I appreciate you letting me have time with this. So now I gotta go throw this video together and, you know, get it uploaded for you guys. Alrighty, so later. Okay, so this is a post recording to that. Sorry. Post recording, you know, me in post. So this is Michael Roundtree's Dodge Charger. Now again, I'm having focusing issues, so let me see if I can bring that back. So it's not wanting to focus on this, but I'll give you guys a photo of it too. So, all right, I'll see you in a second and give you a photo of it.